Hi everyone, how's everybody doing? How's everybody like the new normal? That's kind of what I call it. It's kind of weird. Anyway, can you believe it's the end of September? I can't believe it's like September is almost over. It just like started. I keep telling some of my friends, I swear to God, somebody is so fucking with time. They're just like speeding it up for whatever reason. Anyway, today I thought I would answer some of your questions. I've been getting some emails and some questions, and thank you for sending me these questions. So I thought I would answer a few today. All right. So here we go. Excuse me while I try to read this without my glasses on. What can I do to raise my vibration during this crazy time so we can collectively evolve? That's a really good question. Okay, first thing I'm hearing from Spirit, be kind. Kindness, I'm hearing that really loud. Okay, they don't have to scream it in my ear. Kindness, be kind to your neighbor. But they're saying most of all, be kind to yourself. Patience, be patient with everything right now, especially with people. This is coming from the spirits, literally right now. They're telling me to tell you this. Now I know being patient for some of us is frustrating because I can be very patient, but then I hit my mark where I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose it. So Spirit says, breathe it through, which is kind of all I've been doing, just having to, breathe through all of this new normal. The other thing that about raising the vibration is about being kind. It is about really knowing where you stand within your own heart and in your own truth. And also what the spirits are saying, always make sure to ask yourself, what is good in my life? Spirit says that you have to remind yourself sometimes, what is really good in my life? I remember after my mom passed away, and it was crazy, it was weird, it was like all this shit was happening all at once, and it wasn't good. Like every day I would wake up and be some other bullshit I would have to deal with. And I remember going, okay, I'm gonna take a step back, and Spirit told me the same thing. What is working? Forget about what's not working, what is working? And it applies here too. There's always a blessing, even through this traumatic time or a darkness in the world. And I'm actually talking to a lot of people where they're actually having a good time or good things are happening to them. Yes, some things are not working out for them, and I know a lot of people that have actually lost loved ones from COVID, and it's been very sad. But there's also been some really good positive changes and good things that are also happening. So Spirit saying right now, don't lose sight of all the good and all the love that is in your life. And that is how we keep that vibration going. Because remember, if we stay positive, even through the shit that we feel or the crap that we see, we still find that little bit of light. That is going to raise your vibration. And it all starts with us, right? If our right vibration gets raised a little bit, then someone else's does, and then someone else's does. It's like the domino effect. Okay, second question. Oh, I love this question. This is I get asked this a lot when I'm doing readings. Okay, who and what are spirit guides? And how are they prevalent in my life? Okay, let's talk spirit guides. All right, so spirit guides. Spirit guides are hot. Okay, well, most spirit guides have had the human experience. They know what it feels like to lose, to have loss, to have tragedy, to be happy, to have joy, to have riches. They've experienced it all right? From hell to happiness and back again. So you could say they've ascended, or is what some of my spirit guides tell me is that they choose to help other people that are still on the journey, right, on earth. They like helping people. So they kind of go through like a, I guess like a training process in a way. The other side's kind of interesting. It really mirrors this side in a way. So what happens is before you decide to reincarnate, you interview spirit guides. It's kind of like the spirit guides and you decide, well, are we good for each other? I want to do this. Great, I can help you with this, this, and this. And you always have more than one spirit guide. Usually I see people with about 3 or 4. Now, sometimes you can actually have like 10, depending on what's happening in your life. You always have one major spirit guide. Now, these spirit guides are here to guide you in your life. They're to guide you and try to help you stay on the course of what your soul is trying to accomplish. And because us humans are humans, we get distracted, we're stubborn, and then what happens is we come here and go, oh, I don't want to do that. Screw this. I want to do this thing over here. So then spirit guides have to go, okay, hold on. Yeah, now we have to switch. Let me help you. Let me try to help navigate. How do spirit guides communicate with us? Spirit guides usually communicate with us through our intuition. It's through that gut. They can also communicate with us through other people, like a random person that you might meet. I don't really believe anything is random. I do believe everything and everybody that you meet for a reason. Through a song, through a film, through a book, you know, maybe a sign, in your dreams. So if you're naturally intuitive and you're meditating, spirit guides can also leave you a message that way. So one thing that a lot of people say to me is, oh yes, my uncle is my spirit guide. Okay. Usually, family members that have crossed over are not spirit guides. Spirit guides have already sort of lived life on earth. So 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be a relative. Now, nothing is always, so, you know, it's possible I'm wrong. What family does do, though, is that if you're very close with family or you have like a very strong connection to someone in your family, whether it be an uncle, an aunt, a mother, a father, a sibling that passed away, or a child that passed away, they can help. Like a lot of times they will help, or they want you to help them. But most of the time they will guide you, or you can call on them and they'll give you that extra strength. They usually, your relatives or your parents that have passed will help the spirit guides, but they don't usually, they're not going to hang out with you 24/7. They have to still do their own thing. And learn, people that have passed away have to learn how to, you know, evolve on their own and go through a training course, literally. When my guides told me they had to go through a training course, I could not stop laughing because I can't imagine any of my guides sitting through some type of spiritual training course. It was kind of it was funny. Anyway, okay. Now, the other thing about spirit guides is they cannot interfere with your life's lessons, which can suck because, this sucks because sometimes, you know, we go through these horrible moments where we're in pain, physical pain, emotional pain, distress, and we're experiencing that for a particular reason. We have to maybe experience pain. Maybe something through that pain, we're going to have a revelation about who we are or why we experience this. And spirit guides cannot interfere with that process. What they can do is they can help guide you through the process. And that would also mean through the bad shit too. I know this. I know, here I go, getting emotional. It's getting old. I just, you know, spirit guides, they're full of love and they want to see you happy and they want to see you fulfill what you came here to fulfill. And it hurts them when we hurt. It truly, truly does. Remember that when you're I'm not laughing, I'm just like thinking actually at my own stuff, like when I'm crying or when I'm in pain, like especially like when my heart is breaking and I'm, crying, going, I bet you guys are laughing at me right now. And, I can feel like a hand on my shoulder going, no, honey, we're not, but it sometimes feels like, shit, what are you guys doing? But their job is to guide you, and sometimes to even guide you through the pain. Spirit guides will never lie to you. They will always tell you the truth. Sometimes they don't say anything at all. You have to figure it out on your own. And I know this for a fact because I've done this 1,000 times, where I will ask my spirit guide just one question. And it's good to tell your spirit guides what you want and then also ask them questions. The thing is they will not always answer you right away. So it's funny, this actually happened last month. I was asking them a question and I'm waiting like all day and I don't get an answer. And I'm like, okay, maybe I need to meditate. And I'm meditating. I'm like, no, didn't get an answer. Okay, 4 days later, there comes the answer. I'm like, okay, it took you long enough, but hey, you get the answer. Because remember, time doesn't exist. So for them, it was maybe a second. For us, it's 4 days. And that is who and what spirit guides are. Anyway, it was nice to talk to you today. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, you can email me at sabrinapureofheart@gmail.com, and I will do my best to answer your questions. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the month.